Dan Larson here at the photo booth with a bunch of stuff that has been sent into our P.O. box. Not Beta Ray here. He's just here to for me to set up my focus. If you listen real carefully, yeah, you can hear somebody using power tools in the distance. I can't wait for them to stop. There's traffic outside. There's cats making noises. There's a whole world of things happening around the Toy Galaxy studios here. But we got to get on. We got to get on with life. We got to do stuff. Up first here, we've got Matthew Leecroy of, he's at, you still have to say the at, you know I'm talking about Instagram. He's Leeroys Toys on Instagram. I'm going to tilt you down a little bit here. Leeroys Toys on Instagram. Check him out. He does a lot of great customizing work. Tons and tons and tons of a real American hero, you know, early 80s vintage G.I. Joe style custom stuff. You might remember that he sent in an amazing Arnold Schwarzenegger commando figure done in that G.I. Joe O-ring style figure. Had a removable card and everything. And then he had also sent in a 6-inch G.I. Joe classified custom figure that he had repainted and modified and put some extra bits and stuff on. He called it The Collector, and it looked an awful lot like a certain host of Toy Galaxy. In this bag, we have 2 pieces. I knew he was sending these in. First off is, this box was received back before Christmas. This holiday edition, we've got a holiday edition iceberg figure. I gotta reposition my lights here. Ever since I switched over to the new booth setup here, the lights just haven't been quite right for me. But I'm gonna, for now, I'm not gonna touch them mid-show here. I'll have to fix them hopefully between now and next time. But we've got this iceberg edition, Christmas edition, holiday edition iceberg figure, making him look like a little more Santa-ish. And if I do say so myself, he is a very handsome action figure. Definitely an outfit I could see myself reproducing at some point. And then in here, Matthew has done an awful lot with different variations of Boba Fett in this G.I. Joe 3 3/4 inch style. He's got some Mandalorian stuff. He's got some more vintage looking, you know, accurate Boba Fett. This is, of course, based on the animated series, the holiday special, where Boba Fett first debuted. Obviously he knew I was a big Fett fan and reached out and asked if I'd be interested in one of these. And I said, yes, of course I would. Just an awesome, awesome piece. So both of those are really great things. Check out Leeroys Toys on Instagram. Give him a follow. Check out his stuff. Let him know how much you think his stuff is cool. Does that make sense? Am I speaking English? Thanks again, Matt, for sending these in. Follow him at Leeroys Toys. Up next is Bill Pagan. Bill is out of Cullman, Alabama. Bill, I'm going to pull this letter out here because I'm going to tell you what's in the letter. Bill heard that I mentioned it somewhere. I think it was on Instagram. I can't remember. But this is my current Mandalorian loyalist, Black Series figure. And he had heard from me, I said somewhere, that one of the knees was busted on this. And it's one of the pins that, like right out of the package, as soon as I bent this knee, the whole thing just flexed to the side. And I was like, uh-oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix that. And I've done what I could to try to push, you know, really sink both pins back in. But it's this bottom, the lower knee pin here of the double joint that just does not fit. I don't know if you can see it, but this pin here is actually kind of warped. And so I have to be real careful about bending that bottom pin. Otherwise, the whole thing will just wreck. I'm still worried. I appreciate the detail on these things, you know, the hoses and whatever, but those hoses are not going to survive. My original Jango Fett, which obviously this is not that exact mold, but my original Jango Fett, all of those hoses have snapped on his armor. But anyway, Bill heard that my knee on my Mandalorian loyalist had busted, so he reached out and asked if I'd be interested in him sending me in another one with a better knee. And I said, yeah, of course. I will always have a place in my home for Mandalorians of any style, good, bad, or indifferent, and we'll always find a place for them. So he sent in this second Mandalorian loyalist for me, which is cool because now, you know, given the sort of generic nature of this this character and these figures, you can never have enough of these. These guys will look great. One always standing, and maybe if these knees are in better shape, one always crouching. Also in this box, we've got one other piece, just for fun. Bill also sent in this Hot Wheels Star Wars Luke's land speeder. I don't really have a lot of the Hot Wheels pieces, and I've been sort of torn as to whether or not I wanted to go in on the Thunder Tank, the Masters of the Universe pieces, and I was like, well, I'm not really collecting them, but seeing them at this scale, and they scale really nicely with 6-inch figures and 12-inch figures, so it looks like your toys have toys. So I don't know. This is a dangerous path for me to go down that I got to be really careful about. I didn't buy the Land Shark yet. I didn't buy the Wind Raider or any of that stuff, but I have to admit I'm right there on the line. But thank you very much, Bill, for sending this in. Looking forward to being able to pose those with all of my other Mandalorian figures. And just having one that has a knee that isn't busted. Up next is Matt. I think it's pronounced Jeans. He's out of Austin, Texas. Matt knows that I am super into both translucent action figures and skeletons, and there are a few figures where you get those combinations. You get that nice combination of both translucents and skeletons. I wish I could say Scareglow was one of those. I hate that Scareglow has the bones painted on the surface as opposed to, being something like this where the skeleton is set into the plastic. This, of course, is from the mid-90s. I think it was around like 1996. Toy Biz X-Men figures. This at the time was called Dark Nemesis, and this was part of like Ninja Force. Had like Wolverine and Sabretooth, a couple other figures. I think Psylocke might have been in there. And then this piece, I think, yeah, it has a big shooting spear thing or whatever. But this is, standard mid-90s Toy Biz stuff. You got shoulders, you got hips, you got knees for some reason, and then this actually does rotate. But a pretty cool figure. I wish you could get in there and like twist that skeleton. It looks like it's kind of turned to the side a little bit, and I need him facing forward here. But that's a cool piece. I didn't actually already have this one, so thank you very much, Matt, for sending that one in. Next up, we have Shawn McCormick. Shawn is out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Excuse me, not Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I just read the wrong line. Spoiler alert for the next one. Shawn's out of Jacksonville, Florida. Got my notes off to the side here and looked at the wrong piece. Shawn, and actually, Jacksonville, Florida. I have a lot of family. I want to give a shout out to my family who might be watching. I have a lot of family in Jacksonville, Florida. So anybody who's related to me in Jacksonville, hello. Lauren, especially if you're watching. You probably don't know them, Shawn. Shawn sent in this G.I. Joe Classified Snake Eyes, which obviously I have. But this is different because Shawn did start doing some custom work with some of his classified figures and heard me, again, complaining that he didn't love the fact that Snake Eyes was branding out his Arashikage symbol. It was like a big deal in the original comics and stuff that was sort of a surprise reveal. He had the tattoo on his arm, so did Storm Shadow, a couple other people. But I just hated that it was turned into like a Nike logo brand kind of thing. And, I've heard some rationalizations for why it would be okay and why it was kind of, cool that they might have, whatever. I don't like having it on the outside. It's supposed to be like this secret sect of ninjas, and he's just like advertising it. But I get it for marketing and modern branding and whatever. But what Shawn did, first thing he did was take all that paint off. So there used to be an Arashikage symbol here. I think there was one here on his chest as well. Might have been one or two others. And basically just wanted to strip it back to basics. Go back to original Snake Eyes. There was no paint on that original 82 figure. And just really harken back to that, call back to that. So that's basically what this is. This is classified Snake Eyes, stripped of all the paint for a nice, clean, super secret, sneaking around under the cover of darkness ninja from a secret ninja sect that he doesn't advertise. I'll wait for that rocket ship to go by in the background. So that's really cool. So I'll definitely be finding a place for that. Thank you very much to Shawn for sending that in and thinking of me in terms of, a unique custom like that. Last up, we have Josh and Alex. Josh and Alex have sent stuff into the show before. I meant to check my list right before I came on because at this point, we've been doing this for a while now and I don't remember specifics. There have been a lot of mixed boxes, a lot of individuals, a lot of amazing custom pieces, model kits, Gundams, just all sorts of things sent in. So it's hard for me to remember individual things that have been sent in. no matter how spectacular and thoughtful that they are. So I know that Josh and Alex did send some stuff in. So welcome back to the show, guys. They are from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which I teased earlier in the Shawn McCormick of Jacksonville, Florida segment here. But this is a big box of incredible stuff, and we're just going to jump right in here. I'm going to slide this off to the side a little. I'm going to move this back. God, man, I need to get this booth set up right. It just hasn't worked quite as well as it used to since I moved it over here. That's all right. There's nothing from Big Bad Toy Store as far as I know in here, but what we do have is right on top we've got some NECA Gears of War figures. I've never played. I've watched people play, but I've never personally played. And these are early NECA figures, so they don't have quite the articulation that the current stuff that NECA's producing has. You've got elbows, but then, you know, when you get down to these hips, they just sort of have the V hips or the Y hips, whatever you want to call them. And I'm actually a little hesitant to bend the knees on these because I don't know how well this plastic's going to hold up. But man, look at this gun. I'm sure it has a name. I don't know the proper name for it. Chainsaw gun is what I'm going to call it. Definitely looks like something out of the McFarlane universe, even though I know it's not. And then over here, you've got another figure. I don't know these characters' names. Sorry about that. But I'm digging the armor, I'm digging the boots, I'm digging the weapons. Everything looks really cool. I don't know if this broke off of something. We got a handle. Nope, not there. Well, I'll figure out where that goes. So we got 2 Gears of War figures. Does knife come out of this boot? Nope. I'm gonna slide those guys over here. Next up, we have this little bag. And inside we've got Ben 10. I do not know the name of this character, but I absolutely love all of the Ben 10 designs. Still working my way through the animated series. There's a lot of ground to cover there. And yes, it is on our list to cover for the show as well. We will get to that at some point. We've got the early 2000s Thundercats, the 3 3/4 inch. I'm pretty sure I do already have this Lion-O, but I definitely do not have this Panthro. I was real late to these figures. Having not really watched the show. I watched a couple episodes. Oh no, I just lost this Predator's foot. Snap that back on. But I do dig the designs a lot. I thought it was a really great reinvention of those characters and redesign update for the new series. We got Panthro's nunchucks, Lion-O's Sword of Omens, and the Eye of Thundera. And then over here we've got 2 loyal subjects. Get this guy's hand back on. There we go. 2 loyal subjects, Predators. I think I have an alien already, so that'll be good to match these guys up. I definitely have a bunch of Joes. We've got 2 stabs here as well. I definitely have a bunch of Joes. I have Thundercats. What else do I have? I think I have a Freddy and a Jason, maybe a Leatherface. I don't collect them per se, but a lot of you have been super cool and sent them in to me. There are definitely a few. Oh, did I say Masters of the Universe? I've definitely bought a bunch of Masters of the Universe ones. I don't have them all, but I have quite a few. I like them a lot. I think they're very fun figures, and it's a fun collection to put together. So those are cool. Slide these guys out of the way. Oh, hey, now somebody's mowing a lawn out there. Great. Speaking of Predators, are these the same Predators? No, not quite. Got a couple of NECA Predators here. I'm not, I do have several Predators, and oof, hang on. I'm afraid that, oh God, did that just break or did it move? That is shiny. I don't think I have one that has armor this shiny. And over here, I have quite a few Predators again. It was kind of a running joke on the Dan and the Photobooth show for a while there that I kept saying, like, you know, I didn't get it. I didn't get the allure. I didn't get the attraction to Predator. I still think it's kind of weird. I get it now, but I still think it's kind of weird that, you know, a franchise whose movies have not been the best movies, even just for the sort of fun action, adventure, sci-fi, horror, you know, sort of films that they are. It's crazy to me that NECA has been able to make such a successful brand out of figures from that series. I get this box out of the way, it's bugging me. It's killing my light. It's crazy to me that NECA has been able to build such a successful franchise. That's better. Out of these figures, and I have to admit that I've picked up a few as well, especially the translucent ones. I mean, I would have picked those up regardless. But they're really cool figures. I wish they were a little bit more posable. You know, there's not really much. Oh yeah, so I think these are the earlier molds because I think there's more going on in the waist. Yeah, there we go. There's more going on in the waist in some of these figures than there is in others. But some of those designs, especially when they start getting into like throwback Kenner homages and stuff, they're just really, really great, really fun pieces. Oh, here's this guy's shoulder cannon. All right, in this box here, in this bag, oof. We've got Raiden. Nice looking Raiden. I can't tell you off the top of my head which version of Mortal Kombat this is from. I'm going to go with, we'll just say 10? 9. Mortal Kombat 9. I don't know. But I think I have the glow-in-the-dark version of this. And then here, this is a fantastic figure. I definitely did not have this in my translucent collection, yes. This is a fantastic Kratos figure whose handle I just broke off of, off of his knife. That's the problem with translucent plastic, is it just gets so brittle. Oh man, that is so clear. Look at that, you can see like right through it. I assume that's a lightning effect and not an ice effect. And nice to pair those two up. Put Raiden and Kratos in the same bag there. That's good. Sorry I broke that. That's unfortunate. But it was either going to be the handle or his hand, one way or the other. And then here, I don't know what this is. What do we got on the back here? Bandai. I think that's 95. I'm going to guess this is Power Rangers, but I don't know for sure. I do not recognize it. If you know, let me know down in the comments. I'm sure somebody here watching knows. And more than likely, I'll have looked it up before I read the comments on this video. But still, let me know if you know. Slide that over, this piece of broken handle. In the next bag, we have some G.I. Joe and some Marvel Universe figures. We've got movie Snake Eyes. Oh, God. Did not like the first movie, Rise of Cobra, versions of these characters. I get that original character, you know, that original figure had what looked like they could have been lips on his mask, but that just did not translate well to screen. It looked creepy and gross to me. Movie Storm Shadow, great design. I liked it. In fact, I probably like this more than I like the designs I've seen coming out of the new Snake Eyes movie, but I haven't seen the new Snake Eyes movie, so we'll see how it does on screen. And then we've got Ronin. There's a whole bag of ninjas. We got Marvel Universe Ronin, aka Hawkeye. We've got Deadpool, a highly sought after figure for a very long time. And we've got Gambit, who I don't think I've ever owned Gambit. I think he came out of the Wolverine movie line, actually. Maybe that Deadpool did too, I'm not 100% sure. The Wolverine Origins movie. But those are all good figures for, well, except for this one. This one's, I don't really... Ugh. There's a lot of good Snake Eyes designs that came out around that time. That one was not one of them. This is a really, really nice piece. Crazy that this would pop up in here. This is Raven Spawn, obviously from McFarlane Toys. And this character just showed up in recent promotional images by McFarlane Toys. Let me see if I can get his weapon out of here without busting it. As one of the ones that is being redone. Boy, this is really jammed in here. Redone with modern articulation and stuff, and that is one I am absolutely excited for. I have had a version of Raven Spawn, not this specific version. I've had a version of Raven Spawn on my shelf. The shelves that, not the shelves that are in our main videos on Thursdays, not the history ofs, but the stuff that you can see in the background of our Twitch stream, twitch.tv/toygalaxy. It's just a cool looking evil Spawn dude. And he usually has these like sickle weapons. So I don't know if this one had one and doesn't. Oh, he's got little ones attached to his belt. And then this very fragile looking axe spear thing. And then there's those nasty claws. I'm definitely looking forward to that new one. I posted on Twitter. This got released. This character got released not only in a bunch of different sculpts, but in different color decos of those different sculpts. And so I'm willing to go for whatever whatever McFarlane wants to release on that one, just like Mandarin Spawn, I'm totally in for. This, I don't know. I don't know what this is. I do not know. This is a character that I do not recognize, a figure I do not recognize. He's got a sword. He's got a ring. I don't know if he's supposed to have a helmet of some sort. 12-inch figure. Don't know. Help me out. Josh and Alex, and if you guys are watching, let me know who this is. I'm sure some of the rest of you recognize this immediately right out of the box here. I do not. I would say I literally have no guesses as to who this could be. Nice stitching here on the boots, a little tacky from this like faux leather material. He is huge. He's got elbows under there. Look at this nice ring. I feel like there's enough clues here that I should have some idea who that is, but I just do not know. A couple other pieces in here. We've got, these are cool. I have the orange and yellow versions of these flames. Haven't had the blue ones, so that's neat. That'll be fun to mess around with and intermix with the fire pieces that I already have. We got a couple of Gundams. We got this RGM 79 custom. Ooh, I just busted his leg off. This one's not busted though, it's just a little model kit. I do have some of these model kits. I think I have this one. I'm not sure if I have the one that has this gun in it or not. And then I think I do have this Iron-Blooded Orphans version of Barbatos. There's two different versions. This one has the guns, and then I can't remember what the other one has, but I'm pretty sure I have the one that has the guns. Always love me some tiny Gundams. We've got, oh, speaking of tiny Gundams, here's a Gundam Wing Deathscythe. This feels like a older model kit. Yeah, it's kind of falling apart here. Got some nice yellow plastic in there. But, you know, pretty solid overall. This is regular Deathscythe, similar to the new... Actually, is this might actually... No, this is a figure. This isn't a model kit. Huh. Is this a Robot Spirits? Wow. Okay. Well, now you have my attention. I'm gonna have to look this up, because if that actually feels like a Robot Spirits figure. We got interchangeable hands. We got the blades. It is discolored a little bit in here, so I may have to see if I can do something to clean that up. But yeah, I thought this was a model kit, but that's probably a Robot Spirits. I'm not sure. It feels a little big for Robot Spirits, but I don't know. That's cool. Either way, I am definitely more encouraged about that than I was when I thought it was just a model kit. And that's just because the older model kits, especially in this Wing era, tend to be very flimsy and they fall apart really easily. But that's a different thing. I gotta look that up and see what's going on there. We've got tiny. Who's this? This is. I think this is Fist of the North Star. I don't know if this is specifically Kenshiro. I don't know enough about that series to know exactly who this is. But nice looking figure there. Oh, here we go. Rei Hokuto Musu versions. Okay, I'm not familiar with that character, but we got all the bits in here. Nice mohawk in there. Bunch of alternate hands, bunch of swinging, punching effects, open mouth, closed mouth, and look at that mullet. Is that a posable mullet? Oh my goodness. That's the first time I've ever seen an articulated mullet with 3 different points of articulation on the hair alone. That is exciting. That is an important piece of action figure history. I don't know if it's the first, but it is certainly my first. So nice job, Josh and Alex, on that. 2 figures here. We've got 2 Masters of the Universe figures. One is a vintage Trapjaw. Yeah, vintage Trapjaw in really nice condition, actually. He's got his sword. Armor's a little tacky. That happens to this stuff. Sometimes you can clean it up with dish soap, but nice tight hips. That's in really, really good shape. That's a good looking Trapjaw. Trapjaw, Triclops, and then all right, Origin Skeletor, a piece I've looked at several times. I'm not in on this line right now. I have Scareglow. That's about it. As soon as Clawful hits, I'll grab Clawful. If they do Buzz Off, if they do Web Store, I will definitely grab those guys. but I wasn't really going in on this line. And, you know, part of that is just I haven't really messed with them. I wasn't in love with this sort of redeco of Skeletor's face. That said, that new Keldor 2-pack came out with the sort of Alcala-looking head, and that's really cool, and I wouldn't mind having that one, but I don't know. This is good. I'm glad that this is here. Obviously, the pegs in a lot of the stores are just covered in these things right now, Skeletor and He-Man especially, and I just haven't gone in because I just don't need another line to collect right now. But I'm definitely excited to take a look at this and see if I can find that excitement for that line, especially with some more parts to interchange. Lastly in here, we've got two incredible figures that, again, I'll have to admit that I don't know too much about. I was doing a little research right before starting this video, but the figures and the show are both still sort of a mystery to me. I don't know that much about them. This is Saint Seiya, and these figures are ridiculous. These are absolutely ridiculous figures. I don't know the characters specifically. I'm going to assume one of them is Ares based on this. Galactic Nebula in the Memories figures. Sounds like a weird, awkward, almost translation. It says Galaxy there, great brand name. And then Galactic Nebula in the Memories figures. That stinks. Now we can't use that. And then we've got the whole instruction booklet here showing how to assemble all of these bits and pieces. These are pretty heavy weight. They definitely feel like they've got some die-cast parts in here. You know, some of this armor feels substantial. Some of it feels, you know, very lightweight. But man, is it great to see that much just shiny, shiny chrome. You just don't see it that much on toys these days. Double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, everything you hear. So I don't know. These feel very, you know, Kyoto or Revoltech or, you know, figure. Oh man, these are heavy. Wow, they're like die cast. Like wow. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to do some research on this because I just don't know anything about the characters. I don't know. I looked up, like I said, very briefly before shooting this video, a little bit about Saint Seiya. The theme song rocks. That no complaints there. I don't know how to put this on. This looks like it goes in the front. But like I said, I don't know who either of these characters are. That definitely snapped. There we go. That snaps on. All right. Helmets, capes, alternate heads, alternate hands, weapons. I assume this one is the Ares because you got these giant ram horns here. I will definitely be assembling all of those things. Those are incredible, incredible pieces. I have never seen them before. I've never heard of that company before. And it's definitely going to encourage me to, here's my notes, see my notes? It's definitely going to encourage me to do more looking into Saint Seiya and really finding out why so many people are so excited about it and have been really requesting that for a while now. It's been on our list, but it's sort of been down at the bottom of the list because I have no personal nostalgic connection to it. But that's really amazing. Thank you again, Josh and Alex. It's incredibly generous of you. Like I said, I can't wait to post pictures on my Instagram here of some of that stuff. But that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching this and all of our videos. Hit like, hit subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Head over to regular Toy Galaxy and subscribe there if you're not already. If you haven't heard, we started streaming on Twitch. Find us twice a week at twitch.tv/toygalaxy. If you're in the position to help the channel grow, please visit our Patreon at patreon.com/toygalaxy or become a YouTube channel member. Please share this video and let us know in the comments down below if you're a Saint Seiya fan. I'm becoming one. I'm not one yet, but I'm getting there. Anyway, thanks for watching. Later.